Hi you guys, my name is Oshun the Great, and welcome to my beautiful channel. Now I am so sorry about my long hiatus. It was like 3 days, but I know that's a long time, especially when I promise you guys daily videos. I've been going through a lot and I'll update you guys on all of that later, but I thought I'd at least, start things off with a story and maybe learn from my lessons that I learned. So I actually saw this video from a girl who spoke about the same topic. The time she signed up for a sugar daddy, but hers was just a test she wanted to do for fun. Mine was an actual scenario. And just a disclaimer, if you do not like women who are into these kind of things, or you will hate bash women, or, whatever the case may be, you might want to click out or whatever. But I'll explain my whole story, and I'm trying to think of actually where to start. I actually want to make a video about Tinder and all the warnings about using Tinder as well, if you guys are just doing stuff to date for fun, things like that. But yeah, the time I signed up to be a sugar baby. So there was a few years ago where I was a CNA, I think, and I earned my CNA license, and I was actually making pretty good money. But I felt like I still wasn't making enough and I wanted to be like spoiled, and I wanted to go on shopping sprees and stuff like that. And I think the internet is the worst place to kind of like educate ourselves and to compare ourselves, because I would always look at like other girls who would have like all these fancy things, all these nice things. And I would be like, oh, I want to do, I want to have my nails done all the time. I want to have my hair done. Then I actually started following sugar baby blogs, which I feel like glamorize the life more so than it is. So I would fall for those kind of traps and stuff. So this kind of led me, and I actually did a lot of research on how to get a sugar daddy and a rich man. It was because growing up, a lot of women are taught, get a rich man, your life will be easier, things like that. But so this kind of all like led into this kind of decision I made to go on these sites like Seeking Arrangement, all these things like that. Now, to my surprise, this site I felt like was so legit because everyone raved about it, or like all the reviews did anyway. And I was like, if there's a site for it, then it has to be legit. But I was so wrong. So when I joined it, I didn't realize, this is when I didn't know anything about escorts, things like that. So when I joined it, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, it's really going to be rich men, and, just make a profile. And boy, was I so wrong. Like, basically, a lot of men that go on there to use that site are scammers. And there's a lot of men and women who basically go on there for escorting services, things like that. So instead of actually having a mutually beneficial arrangement that is respectable upon one another, which is really what a sugar baby, sugar daddy situation is. Well, it was until modern day society got a hold of it. Basically, they use the site for escorting, or dancers use it, or some dancers, and then the rest is just like, oh, I'll pay you this much to have sex with me tonight, or to do this and that. So it wasn't anything like I thought it would be. And the site ended up being really hard to navigate, and yeah, it was just a bunch. Like the most messages that stood out to me was people who was trying to like play off like either like messages for you do this, or well, not for me, more so it was more so like oh, it was some guy who was like, oh, I'm a hedonist or something, a sex addict or some shit, and if you can hang with me, then you can get this much amount of money. It was just really creepy, weird stuff. And needless to say, it didn't vibe with my energy. I was sitting there trying to find like money. I mean, not do this for money. Oh, let's go here, let's go there. If you go on these dates in exchange for gifts or shopping, that's my mind. Now, mind you, we do live in America too, so there's a lot of racial discrimination on that site. There's a lot of hate bashing to Black women as well that I experienced at the time, which I don't really understand. Then there was like, I'm pretty sure there were probably a few real sugar babies and sugar daddies on there, but it was so many spam bots or just posers that you have to scam through that eventually it became useless to be on that site to me. And there's multiple sites. There's like, but ultimately, my thing with the sites are that they are here to take your money because they charge at so much amount of money every month. And they figured if you can keep believing in them and keep paying and coming back, then you would. But this is the sad part because you end up wasting a lot of time and money in the process. And again, this is when I had money and I was trying to like, level up or something. But yeah, that was my little experience when I tried to sign up for Sugar Daddy. And honestly, my thought process on that now is obviously I don't have a problem with women or people who want to live that lifestyle. But with me, I just don't know how to find the legit people. And obviously, all the books and magazines will say, oh, you just go where those people are and the circles and stuff like that. But if it was that easy, I guess everyone would have a Sugar Daddy. But yeah, that was my little input on it. Just wasn't worth it to me. I ended up losing a lot of money, a lot of time. And I don't know. I don't really feel ashamed about it. I feel like in this society, we're taught like, oh, how dare you want a sugar daddy? How dare you want someone to take care of you? How dare you this? I don't feel bad about it, but I do feel like those sites are used to just scam and play women, and you really have to be careful. You just go on any and every date, and I've heard about many girls saying like, oh, this guy catfished me, or they don't even look like they look in the page, or oh, they're offering me less money than what they said. Yeah, because a lot of men, I feel, use these avenues to like treat women however the fuck, just like Tinder, however the fuck. But yeah, so yeah, that's my little story. It's pretty short. It's not like something major, but usually what I would use these sites for nowadays is just to promote, honestly. If you have stuff like Snapchat or you have Instagram or you have whatever business you want to run, just like dating, Tinder stuff, I was literally selling tarot readings on Tinder by the time I ended up getting off there. But yeah, that's what I would do. But yeah, otherwise, that is my little time that I signed up for a sugar daddy.